Southwest Automotives, which is a 500 square metre mechanical oasis located close to Campbelltown Station. This is my workshop, and I want to show you what goes on in my world. From the minute you walk in the door, this is where you come and sign in every day. I've got my girls working behind, Lisa and Sana, and they get to check in the cars and the people, and we find out what the problems are, what we need to do, and get them done and sorted. So enough about me, let's get down to business. Let me take you out the back of the workshop and show you what's going on out the back and the cars that we're working on. So I'm now going to take you over to Sean, my son. He's a qualified mechanic and he's working on a Falcon that got hot at some stage, and the cylinder heads have to come off. This is a massive job that's going to take about 4 days to do, and obviously cost the client quite a lot of money, but they love their car, they want it fixed. So come with me and I'll show you what's going on. This is Sean Taylor, my son, and I'll leave you in his capable hands.
So I've got a Falcon XR8, repairing the cylinder heads on it. It's overheated at some stage of its life, so yeah, pretty big job. As far as cylinder heads go, probably about 3 days. I enjoy these sorts of jobs though.
Why's that?
Because these are the sort of jobs that come into a shop and then people just won't touch them. Too big a job, you know. You need to spend a lot of time on it. If it goes wrong, it can seriously go wrong.
Yep.
So people just don't touch them, not very confident in doing this sort of stuff, so that's why it's good here, we can do everything.
One of the things we do on a daily basis is logbook servicing on all makes and models. At the moment we've got a Kia that's come in for a rego check and a service. Michael Weekout, who's been with me for 12 years, is working on it, so come on over and I'll introduce you.
My name is Vic, just servicing this Kia. This is for logbook servicing. We're going to do a rego check on it as well.
How many of these do you do a day, Mick?
I'd like to say hundreds, but it just depends. We do all sorts of work, so I'm not doing just the one jobs. I'm not just doing minor services, like Sean said, he's doing the head gaskets. I could be doing head gaskets next, could be doing the clutch, gearbox,
yep,
anything. So we do a fair few of them though. Most people rather bring their car here than the dealership.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Better alternative. I think it's the trust factor. They seem to trust you a bit more. You get to see the face that's working in the car, all that sort of thing. And they're not just a number either. They're not. You know, we value our customers obviously.
Yep.
A lot. We need to keep our business running. So.
I'm now going to introduce you to my husband, the man behind starting Southwest back 26 years ago. He's been doing this since he was born. He was born with a spanner in his hand, so Les Taylor.
Good afternoon everyone, how are we travelling? At the moment we're just putting some discs back onto a car that we've just machined, and we're also putting on some brake pads, which I showed the brake pads a little bit earlier that had been damaged through wear and tear, and the disc rotor that has been machined is now being refitted to the vehicle. We obviously use good quality stuff, no cheap rubbish is used in this place. You can buy cheap Chinese crap everywhere, but at least now we're using good quality products which have been around for forever. And after we put this together, we'll finish doing the service on it, and then we'll road test it, bed the brakes in, and then these people will be safe and not have to worry about their car brakes not working properly, or brake shutter going down steep hills if they're travelling to Wollongong and Hinsley. The service that we've been doing on this end entails changing the spark plugs. The vehicle has got platinum spark plugs, which I'll again show you comes out of a NGK box, so that they're always good quality products that we use, and that is a platinum spark plug. You can usually tell by the tip, the pointiness of the tip, these spark plugs are usually good between 80 and 100,000 Ks, which makes them more expensive initially, but then also makes them cheaper in the long run because of the less amount of time you have to change them over the service period. We're also going to change the air cleaner. What I'll do is take that out of the box so you can have a look and see what the new ones look like. That's the new air cleaner. And that's the old air cleaner, which you can see I'm just dragging out of the bin, and you can see the difference in the colour. So if you wrap your lips around it and try sucking through it, the last thing you want to be doing is dragging through the dust and crap out of this, and it's the same for your car. The dust that you get through, that comes through the engine creates wear, and when you've got wear, it's always damage. So this is the best way to avoid it, keeping the car well maintained and keeping them serviced. These are all the scan tools that we run. Not every scan tool does every car, so what we've done is we have a variety of scan tools. This is one of the latest ones, which is an expensive piece of machinery, but it allows us to check and see what's on board your computer, so that we can then determine whether your car has got any issues or any fault codes come up. Usually an engine light will come on, and then if that's the case, then we'll need to have a look at the onboard computer. So this is what we basically do from day to day. The cars range from the newest ones all the way through to the oldest ones, and I think one of the oldest cars that I've got that comes here is a 1927 Dodge, which is a side valve engine that had valve issues that we fixed with putting new valves and stuff in it. So it's an unusual thing, very unusual. So that's the sort of stuff we do from day to day.
One of the other benefits of coming to Southwest Automotives is we're a licensed authorised child restraint fitting station, which is a really small price to pay for such a peace of mind service.
Hours of operation for the shop, we obviously start early, 7 o'clock in the morning through to 5:30 Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays is by appointment, and it's 8 until we get the job done basically. So we're very flexible with our hours. Obviously if you're a trade person and you start early, or you're in business and you want to not have your car sort of like at a dealership or another repair shop all day, we try and get you on the road as soon as we can, because we know the importance of that. Part of our own procedures, we love the fact that a qualified mechanic works on your vehicle. They obviously repair or service the vehicle, they then road test it and check their work, and then what we also do is we have another mechanic who's licensed that also road tests and check your vehicle, so that obviously we're very pedantic about what we do and want to make sure that everything is perfect. So we have 2 qualified mechanics actually checking the work that's done that goes out the door every day. I know all mechanical repairs sort of everyone sort of throws it all into a basket, but basically from start to scratch, we can do rego checks, we can do logbook servicing. If your cooling system has a leaky water pump or a radiator hose, we can change those. Drive belts that keep the air conditioning running, keep the alternator running, we can replace those. Suspension work we're capable of doing. Air conditioning, trying to keep you cool in the summer. Apparently we're going to have one of the hottest summers this year, so everyone's going to turn on their air conditioning and want it to be freezing cold right from the get-go. So we're an authorised ARC licensed repairer. Gearbox repairs, clutch repairs, slipping clutches, automatic transmission services, differential repairs and services, battery, maintaining your battery replacement, camber caster kits, wheel alignments, brake pads, brake boosters, cylinder head repairs and removal, fuel pump repairs, contaminated fuel, all that sort of stuff. We take care of all that sort of stuff. Very, very happy about my recent award. Obviously Southwest over the years have won local business awards, but this year in 2013 I took out Business Person of the Year, so I was extremely proud about that award. I've had a year that I had the loss of my father and the loss of my brother, and my dad was always a walking billboard for my business. So the fact that I actually took out Business Person of the Year would have made him extremely proud, and it'll turn the year that I thought wasn't the best for me into something that I can look back and smile on, definitely. Ideal clients for me, obviously we're close to the station. There is a car park full of about 350 cars. I would absolutely love to be able to service those cars. They would be a perfect referral for me. So, obviously anyone new to the area, anyone who's complaining about they're not happy with their current mechanic, or someone who's just not happy with the dealership and they don't know where to go, and obviously it's all about word of mouth and trying to get your name out there, so that would be an ideal referral for me. Somebody complaining about their car. As you can see, this is what we love to do. We fix cars. This is my family caring for your family. Thanks for coming.